When the Lord calls me home, I want to go screaming into the night, full of triumph and victory, with one hand upon the sword of righteousness, covered in the crimson of the heads of the evil that I hold in my other hand by the head of hair. Yes, when the Lord calls me home, I want to triumph and know that I didn't resolve to being something weaker than the vessel he created. That yes, I might have been crafted by water and clay and molded on the table, but I went into the night and shepherded his people, fought against tyranny and evil. Yes, when the Lord calls me home, hallelujah, I want him to look at me and say, warrior son. And in my heart, I have no indignation of my life coming to its permanent end because I wasn't a pussy. No, I wasn't weak. I want the Lord to say to me that you gave it all against evil, against Satan, against those things that woes and hurts the Christian hearts and American bodies and boys and girls of this nation. That I rised up and spoke and fought and blew the trumpet to wage the war. Yes. Do you feel me? When the Lord calls me home, I don't want them to think of me as rich, where they put my name on some end of some church building or some school of business or some arts and entertainment class to remember me by, and kids just say, that is the Davis building. No, when the Lord calls me home, I want to be so great that they set a bronze fucking sword in a stone in a park, and every little boy goes up there and tries to pull it out of the stone because the God's grace and God's message and God's power was so alive in me that little boys and girls, they don't look at me and think of me as some tycoon of business. They look at me and they have little G.I. Joe dolls of me waging war against evil. That they build forts and fences and tents and think of the great things that me and my people have done for this nation. Hallelujah. Yes, when the Lord calls me home, I want to know that I was enough. That I triumphed not only through my bad times, but I played a role in overcoming the bad times of my nation. Against this tyranny, evil government, against pedophilia, against drug addiction, against those things that they're doing for my people in North Carolina for money. Yeah, when the Lord calls me home. I want to know that when the mudslide came and it washed people's homes down and created a battle ram that took out bridges and bodies and dreams and hopes, that I was part of the solution, that me and my people, we should all strive for greatness. The kind of greatness that inspires children to look for our bronze statues in parks and try to pull our swords from our stones. Good fucking English.